recording now. Do your sync.
All right, in 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, clap and go. Clap.
Clap.
You're not gonna sync that.
Clap, 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 clap on.
Okay, you peaked way too much.
All right, well, welcome
on.
to Functional Drunks. This is episode 1, the pilot episode that we're trying out here. A show where we drink, here's to you and here's to me, and we talk about irrelevant stuff, or relevant stuff depending on which side of the spectrum you're on. Today's episode, we are going to be giving a critique and some of our theories about the new episode 7 that everybody's excited about and everybody seems to have an opinion about. And then Nick, who is an enormous Deadpool fan, as by his tattoo on his arm and everything else, would like to talk about the movie that's going to be coming out in February. So, without further ado, Star Wars Episode 7. Nick, how did you feel about it?
I thought it was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it kind of renounced my faith in the series.
Renounced? Or renewed?
Renewed, renounced, rejoiced, reminisce.
This is the drunk part we're talking about. We don't know words. But it's renewed your faith in the
Renaissance.
It's renewed your faith, right?
Yes.
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 I like how a lot of people are sitting here going, you know, I really hated the prequels because they weren't anything like the trilogy. And now that J.J. Abrams has given us a movie that follows how A New Hope was, and it really gives you that sense of being back in the Star Wars universe, that people are all like, nope, it's too Star Wars, I don't like it. You know, they're like, it's too much like A New Hope. But to me, that's what I wanted. I wanted to get that New Hope feel, that feeling back of that original trilogy and really being immersed back into the universe. And I think he did a really good job with that. I don't know. What's your opinion on that?
¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás?
Mucho gusto, burrito? I mean, the way I see it is this, you know, growing up with the originals and loving them as much as I have, and when they decided to bring back the series and kind of do the prequels and stuff, and watching a train wreck unfold and get worse and worse, kind of feeling like I was watching the Hindenburg and then kind of wanting to off myself, I kind of lost faith in humanity, society. But then...
I'm here for you. Daddy's got you. Don't worry about it. Daddy's got
Oh,
you.
joy! Joy! Daddy's home! But when they, when they showed and started announcing the story, the plot, and released the trailer and everything, it kind of felt like a kid on Christmas. So, like, I kind of had that inner childhood kind of relive, and in fact, me being who I am, getting tickets for the midnight release and waiting 6 fucking hours inside a goddamn movie theater, sitting on my ass on a fucking floor, it was all worth it. And the fact that I've had to go see it, I don't know, 4 times, it every time I see it, it's more enjoyable, and I can appreciate it more, and it kind of gets me excited for episode 8 and 9, and then you got, what is it, the Rogue Nation thingy?
Rogue One.
Yeah, that one.
And don't forget the Han Solo trilogy that's coming out as well.
Han Solo.
Is the Rogue One like episode 8, 9? Is it just a side episode?
It's going to be, for those of you that don't know, that was our producer, Justin. You know what? I completely forgot to introduce us as the Drunk Bastards, the functional
You're an
drunks,
asshole.
because I'm not completely functional. This is Nick.
Hi.
Say hi, Nick.
Hi.
And I'm Derek, the functional drunks, our producer.
Dysfunctional.
Currently,
Justin Parsons.
But I feel like an asshole. Like, we're talking to these people like we're best friends and stuff, and they don't even know who the fuck we are.
They don't need to know. They don't know us.
Way to go
then.
for episode 1, right, guys?
Fuck you. Fuck you.
But to answer Justin's question, they're coming out with 2 new trilogies that have absolutely nothing to do with the core story of the Skywalker lineage, which would be the Star Wars films.
You are using
that we know.
big words.
I am using big words because that's what I do. I get intellectual. When
Big.
Yeah. So wait, what the fuck does that mean? As far as is it? Everyone knows it as episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Was it episode 4A?
It's
No,
kind of
it's
like the
6B.
AOL 2.0.
Yeah, it's gonna be stuff that's taking place during some of the stories in the Star Wars universe that we all know and love. But we know Anakin Skywalker, we know Luke Skywalker, we know Leia, obviously.
Ben Kenobi.
The main stories have been focusing on the Skywalker family. Rogue One is gonna have absolutely nothing to do with the Skywalker family. There may or may not be Jedi in it. We don't even know. It's going to be focusing. Rogue One is going to be focusing on the pilots of the X-wings during the rebellion, and then the Han Solo trilogy is obviously going to be focusing on Han Solo prior to him becoming a smuggler, how he got the Millennium Falcon from Lando Calrissian, and
As
and
long
everything
as
else.
there's no Ewoks, we don't need any
Hopefully,
fucking Care Bears on
hopefully
that.
there's no Ewoks and there is no Jar Jar Binks because fuck all of them.
That's a dumb fuck.
So you say that they're gonna do Han Solo before he becomes a smuggler and all that. So is there gonna be somebody else that plays Han Solo? Because obviously, dude's a little, beaten up, old.
Word on the Strizzeat is Chris Pratt.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh no! Honestly, you make a face and everything, but Chris
I make
Pratt as
faces.
Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy would be the perfect fit for a young Han Solo.
No, because
Well, that's why you're the producer and not sitting up here because you don't know anything. So just shut your mouth, sit over here, work
Shut
your
your
board,
pie
and
hole,
everything
Wang
else.
Chung.
Damn it, Leslie, shut your pie hole!
here's my favorite part. What'd you say? Sorry, guys.
So we're the stars, all right? Because we have the money makers. Look at this money maker, everybody. Look at that money maker. Isn't it beautiful? Yes. But anyway, back to the subject at hand. And if any of you have not seen Star Wars yet, first off,
Then
you
you're
are
fucking retarded.
you're fucking up at life. Get your ass to the theater. Go see the movie because we're gonna spoil the shit out of it right now. If you don't want it spoiled, go ahead and just fast forward to the Deadpool segment and we'll be good. But
Spoiler alert, you're all gay.
Man, you are one pathetic loser. No offense.
but your theories on who Rey is.
My theory.
Yes.
Ah. Wise question you ask. I think Rey is Luke's daughter.
Okay.
You want a reason?
Well,
Yes, please
we
why?
kind of converse about this. We don't just throw out bullshit and just have people believe it.
Believe it!
You will believe that Rey is Luke's daughter.
And shit. Blah, 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 blah.
Ba-la-la-la.
Blah, 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 blah. Love that fucking movie, by the way.
Great Hero 6 drop. Appreciate that.
Blah, 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 blah.
blah.
So, theory is that by watching it 4 times,
I've only seen it. I'm a bigger Star Wars fan. I've only seen it twice, but I'm broke.
that's
So
because you're dumb.
well, thank you
You're
for
not a
that.
You're not a fan. If you've only seen it, what, twice?
Well, there's this thing
Wait.
called money.
How
that-
many times have you seen it?
Twice. Twiceies.
You're half.
I-
You're half the fan as he is.
Oh.
I make less money than you, and yet I've seen it 4 times. I had to suck dick.
I used to suck dick for coke.
No, I didn't. But
You would have.
I would have to see Star Wars. Dressed as Chewbacca. Just to, at the very end, go,
Dude, what if
Well,
you did
no.
that? What if you did that on somebody's balls? Just like got the cock in the mouth. And,
I seriously just pictured Chewbacca giving blowjobs in the alley.
So,
he was young. He needed the Imperial credits.
back to the subject at hand. Subject.
It's there. I saw it.
It's there. Zoom in. I feel that it's Luke's daughter because Han and Leia did not acknowledge a long-lost child. Spoiler alert.
He also didn't acknowledge he was gay.
Who?
Han. But wait, no, your theory doesn't make any sense.
Your theory doesn't make any sense because you say that Han and Leia did not acknowledge that they might have had a child.
No, they did. His name was Ben Solo or
Did they
Kylo.
acknowledge
Yeah, no,
Elkie
no. They had
Hall.
Han and Leia had a son named Ben. Shush for the rest of that.
Well, he was saying that they didn't acknowledge that.
No, they acknowledged that they had a son named Ben, but they never acknowledged Rey. They met Rey, but they never acknowledged her as a family member or anything else.
So they said, "Oh, we had Ben, but we didn't have." They never said they didn't have another child.
They never said they didn't, but they never said they did.
But they also didn't say that they had a divorce and that she took half his shit.
She didn't take half his shit. He still
You know,
got the
but no, no.
Falcon.
She never. She,
It's kind of like me saying I have a big dick. You haven't seen it, but take my word for it.
Hey, I tell you what, you can take a good look at a butcher's ass by sticking your head up there, but wouldn't you rather take his word for it?
What?
That's a good point.
That's a very good point.
Valid.
And I've seen that
Stamp of
point. It's a
approval.
very good point. Ladies, it's a very good point.
Straight to the point.
But anyway, no, I totally agree with you that I believe Rey is Luke's daughter. I'm going to take it a step forward, and I'm going to say that I also believe that
When you
she
take a
is
step forward, you take 2 steps back. Because we come together.
like opposites attract. Yeah, it's here.
I did, and then the second time I brought a tissue box.
When Kylo Ren killed his father.
Yes, I brought tissue boxes and handkerchiefs and lotion.
And
Don't
if you
ask
haven't
about the
seen
lotion.
If you haven't seen the movie, you're going to cry. I'm not going to ruin that part for you. Kylo Ren does kill his father, but I'm not going to tell you who it is.
tissue box.
Bring in tissue. If you have a heart, bring in tissue because it's going to hurt you right in the feels. Supreme Leader Snoke. This is a big one for me.
Snooky?
This is Snooky. This is a big one for me. Okay. Because I've been reading a lot of the theories online, and I have a completely different theory than anybody has ever touched on. We have that Snoke is reincarnated, or somehow Vader survived the funeral pyre because of the scar on his head. We have that Snoke is Darth Plagueis, brought back from the dead, or what have you.
Zombies.
We've got that he's Palpatine's clone. We've got so many stupid, retarded, just grasping at straws theories. I'm going to give you one that is actually seated in reality, that is actually seated within the Star Wars universe, that actually makes sense. But you have had to follow the Clone Wars series and read some of the books. Now, I know the books have been deemed
I
non-canon.
can't read.
I know that. This is why I read to you when you go to sleep. Okay, I'll read you the story tonight. All right.
I want to read Go Fuck to Sleep.
Now I know the books have already been deemed non-canon, and that they have absolutely no bearing.
They better not be Nikon.
on the stories today. However, the TV shows, the Clone Wars series, and whatnot, they have not been deemed non-canon, and they are part of the overall universe in the movies and everything else. Now, in the Clone Wars series, if anybody has watched it, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, and Ahsoka Tano find themselves on a planet. They meet the father, the son, and the daughter. The son and the daughter are the light side and the dark side of the Force. The son is the dark side, the daughter is the light side, and the father is what brings balance. Anakin Skywalker, through his actions, ends up killing the father, which disrupts the balance of the Force, which is why today, in the movies that we've been watching and everything else, there's this extreme unbalance in the Force, why the dark side and the light side have been butting heads for all of time, as we see it. Now, later on in the book series, Luke Skywalker, when they're fighting Abeloth, runs into the sun and fights and defeats the sun, and that's what's supposed to bring peace to the galaxy. I believe that Supreme Leader Snoke is the sun. He's a physical manifestation of the dark side of the Force itself.
You lost me at my theory.
I figured I did, but they know. They know. They know.
Who's they?
I'm looking at them. I'm looking at them right now with my eye. I see them. I see them. I see them. They're there. I see them. They're right there, dude. Look, right there.
That was a total Deadpool reference right there.
I figured. Which actually segues into our Deadpool segment. So, Nick, I'm going to let you take over on this one because you are our resident expert of everything Deadpool. How do you feel about this new movie coming out?
Fucking excited. Justified.
Now he gets excited.
Woo! Deadpool! February 12th.
Now, for those watching at home that do not know about Deadpool, first off, you're wrong. Second off, why don't you explain exactly what the draw of Deadpool is?
Deadpool, branded as both hero and villain. Deadpool was once a badass mercenary named Wade Wilson. After being recruited into the Weapon X program, Wade was subjected to experiments that gave him awesome regenerative powers and drove him batshit crazy. Today, the Merc with a mouth travels the globe in search of fortune and chimichangas.
We have an
question.
audience member that is raising his hand.
From the
Yes,
audience.
yes, little boy.
Hi. I was thinking this today. Deadpool, he knows that he's in a comic book. He knows he's probably in a movie, right?
Yes,
And so he probably knows that he's advertising for the movie, right?
yes.
Would Deadpool spray paint over car on the carpool lanes and put dead? Would he do that?
Dude, yeah. For sure he would.
Of course. In fact, I saw a lovely picture today that made me chuckle. More than chuckle, I almost pissed my pants. It was Deadpool in front of a movie poster, or 3 movie posters, of Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman for the new Batman Superman movie. And they had Batman with the Joker face spray painted on him. It had hearts on Wonder Woman, and then it had Superman with a cross on him, like, no. And it was hilarious. And then there was one with Deadpool spray painting on Batman that says Bruce Wayne is Batman, and Bruce Wayne / Batman looks pissed. Chimichangas everywhere. Chimichangos. I could go for a bowl of those right now.
So explain to our audience who doesn't know exactly what the draw of Deadpool is. What is the one thing that Deadpool does, and our producer Justin kind of hit on it a little bit, that no other comic book character has ever done.
What is Deadpool?
Yeah, what is Deadpool?
Sum it up.
And what is Deadpool?
Deadpool is God.
Deadpool is God. Well, let me ask you a question. Who would win in a fight?
That's a nice chuck.
Who would win
Chunk.
in a fight between Deadpool and God?
Deadpool.
Negative.
Lemmy.
Negative.
Lemmy is God.
Lemmy is God.
Wrong, dickhead. Trick question. Lemmy is God.
And for those of you that don't know, that is an Airheads reference. The first Airheads reference on functional drunks. I keep wanting to say
A ghost hand!
I'm sorry, but I have to give a shout out real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I have to give a shout out real quick to our brothers in the podcast industry, Senseless Bastards, of which I am also a part
They're
of.
fucking bastards.
They are fucking bastards.
Those
and
senseless
love them.
bastards.
If you like our show, go
You
over and
won't.
check out their podcast, Senseless Bastards. They're on YouTube. They're actually starting their second season here pretty soon, so be looking out for that.
They're pretty funny.
And thank you for Justin from Senseless Bastards for allowing us to use some of his equipment for this pilot episode.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, dickworms.
Dick worms.
Titties and beer.